Hey Casey, this is Larry Powell. Sorry for the delay in getting this over to you last week. It was kind of a crazy weekend, so I didn't really have a chance to work on this at all. But I wanted to talk to you about getting some fencing leads primarily, was what I focused this on for your business. Kind of what I go over in this as far as looking at competition and how we evaluate that in the process for passing them up and getting these leads come into your business would be very similar for the grading as well. I didn't do any of the keyword research that I'm going to go over with you for the grading side of it. So if that is something you're interested in seeing, I can definitely do that for you. This is an example of a lead generation site that we use. And the reason why I wanted to show this to you, kind of how I help my clients generate leads for their business is all online. So there's a couple different ways we do that. And the main one is through lead generation sites just like this. So what we do with these sites is we get them built out and ranked, and then as these leads come in, we're able to forward all of the email contact forms that people are contacting us with over to your business, and as people call, we would have your number on here to where all those leads are getting forwarded over to your phone number. So as far as with this website, there's a couple different things we really keep in mind as we're building out these sites to help them rank, and the number one is content. So Google looks at over 200 different ranking factors when determining, sorry, I have some messages coming in here. Google looks at over 200 different ranking factors when determining which site's going to be in that top spot. And one of the biggest ones we can influence is the amount of content on this homepage. And with that content, you really want to shoot for right around 1,000 to 1,500 words of content, or however much it's going to take to beat out your best competition. So looking at the competition and then making sure we have more content than what they have on there. We also want to make sure we include the search terms you want to be found for, and I will go over some of those search terms that I found that would be very valuable for your business. But making sure you have those search terms in that content will tell Google that this is a service that you're trying to rank for, or a service that you offer. So when people are making those searches in Google, they need to pull you guys up to for those search results. The other thing, I did talk about phone numbers, so click to calls are very important on websites these days. Just because people are doing mobile search so often, you want to make sure you have that click to call so they can connect with your business through that. You also want to make sure your websites are mobile friendly. So if your website looks like shit on a cell phone, people probably aren't going to be going to your business looking to try to have you come out there and build a fence for them. But those are just the main things to keep in mind as you're trying to generate leads. If you wanted to go your own route as far as building out a website on your own, those are just the things to look for as you're building out a site. And you can access this. So if you wanted to go on and look at this website, leadgenexample.com, you could get on there and take a look at this site if you wanted to look into that further. So looking at keywords, so I mainly focused on Boise and surrounding areas. There wasn't really a lot in Ontario just because it's kind of way out there in the middle of nowhere. So as far as like getting into northeastern Oregon, there wasn't a lot of search volume out there. There was a lot for the Boise area, but there's also a lot more competition, meaning it's going to be a little bit longer before you would see results. But the juice is worth the squeeze in this regard because there's 200 searches per month for some of these search terms. So for Boise fence companies, there's 200 searches per month for people looking for that search term in Google. Fencing Boise, 200 searches per month. And those are the two most difficult search terms to get you ranked for, but they also have the highest search volumes behind them. Being in the top spot for one of these search terms, you can count on getting about 33% of that search volume headed towards your business. So there's definitely a lot of potential clients there just with those two search terms. Looking into some of these other ones though, you would see these results a lot faster and you could still rank for all of these different search terms. So you're 160, 180 searches. So you're still going to be getting 33% of that 180 that can be headed towards your business. So for vinyl fencing Boise, there's 70 searches a month. Wrought iron fence Boise, 30. So there's definitely a lot of potential there for your business. And I'm not saying it's not doable to get you ranked for these. It's just going to take a lot more resources to get you into those top spots for these search terms. So I did want to focus on Boise fence companies today. So what I'm going to be showing you is the current Google search results. This is just some stuff I use here. Current Google search results and what you would have to do to get your business into that top spot. So everybody knows how to use Google, but I like to give you just a quick rundown of what you're looking at here. So this is what's known as the GMB, or Google My Business. If you don't currently have one of these built out for your business, I would highly recommend it. This is something that we're not able to track, search volumes for people who are clicking in this top 3. But generally, there's a lot of people who are going to this, and you can generate a lot of search traffic for this. So to get a GMB built out, you have to have an address in that city. So for you guys, I know you're not based out of Boise itself, but even building one of these out for your hometown where you're living would be very valuable for your business. And if you have access to an address in Boise, so if you have like a friend or a family member who lives in Boise who would let you use their address, you could get a GMB built out here as well, and get that search traffic from being in this top 3 for that. So as far as getting your business into this top 3, it's not an instant thing, but we do have the secret formula to get you into this. And there's a couple different factors we look at. So the first one is what's known as citations. And citations is your business name, address, and phone number listed on the web. You can find citation sources from websites like Yelp, Free Pages, Better Business Bureau, if you can list that information, even a Facebook page if you list that. Those all count as citation sources for your business. And if you haven't built out a Facebook page, actually on another note, if you haven't built out a Facebook page for your business, I would highly recommend that, because those Facebook pages can also rank and generate traffic on their own. But anyways, those are all citations. The more citations you have, the more likely you are to be in this top 3. And we actually have tools that we can go in and look at what citation sources your competition has. We can copycat those citations, and again, make sure we have more than them, because we want to beat out your competition in every way possible. Another big factor for how you get your business into this top 3 is what's known as your organic rankings. So where your business sits organically in these search results will play a big factor in if you're going to be in this top 3. So looking at Frontier Fence Company, I already have their website pulled up here. So looking at their website, they don't have a whole ton of content on here. The website looks okay, but it's kind of old and outdated. So it's not like the greatest website. It's really not that impressive. And as far as content, which again is a big ranking factor, there's just not a lot on here, so it'd be very doable to pass these guys up content-wise. Looking at the back end of their site, so this is kind of what we look at to see what's causing that website to rank. So the whole internet is built on what's known as backlinks. And backlinks is one business linking itself to another business, one website linking itself to another website. So like an example of a backlink, so like this is a link to Frontier Fence Company. So you can put these links on other businesses' websites and blog posts and stuff like that. And the more of these backlinks you have out there, the more likely your website is to rank. So they currently have 126 backlinks from 33 referring domains. So there's not a lot going on there for backlinks wise. And again, this is that top 1 for that top spot. And it would be doable to pass these guys up. I'm not saying that it's going to be an overnight thing where you can get those, results right away. This would probably be, 45 to 60 days at least before you would really see results coming in for this search term. But it is very doable to claim that top spot for fencing in the Idaho market. This website alone, they're getting 309 people per month coming into their business looking for fencing contractors. Some of the search terms they are ranking for are branded to Frontier Fence Company, but a lot of them are just, broad generic terms like fencing Boise, Idaho. So there is definitely that opportunity for you guys to generate a lot of search traffic for your business from that. So I hope you got something out of this. If you have any questions, definitely reach out. I'd love to talk to you more. Hope you guys are doing well, and hope to hear from you soon. Thank you.